Welcome, Totem Pole Nation. It's Lambo's World of Sports. We announced the biggest upset in college football. The University of Duke beats the crap out of Clemson, 28-7. The biggest upset in college football history. Now, I know Colorado upset TCU, but there's no way that Duke should have beaten Clemson by 21 plus points. And it's just heartbreaking, embarrassing. I don't know what to say, but Clemson wasn't ready to play tonight. And there's no excuses. So there's a take for watching this game. A lot of frustration. Ladies and gentlemen, Clemson has a new offensive coordinator in Garrett Riley, who was the offensive coordinator for SMU for 2 years and then for TCU last year, and then now for Clemson. Clemson gets rid of DJ Uiagalelei. He transfers to Oregon State, throws 5 touchdowns against San Jose State, and we bring in the Elite 11 winner in Cade Klubnik. Clemson, ladies and gentlemen, will not be competing for the college football playoff after tonight. Because if you can't beat the University of Duke, who is a basketball school, what makes you think on the 23rd of September that you're going to beat Florida State? What makes you think in October or November that you're going to beat the University of Notre Dame? What makes you think at the end of the season that you're going to beat South Carolina? Clemson has a lot of problems. And probably tomorrow I might break down this game film because I'm just, my heart is telling me a lot of things. First of all, the running game is just not efficient. It's not well, and I'm very concerned. We have Will Shipley, who's one of the best running backs in the ACC, maybe one of the best running backs in college football, and the play calling was terrible. We don't know how to use him. We run the ball well and efficiently with them, and then all of a sudden, we throw the ball. The only receivers that we have is Antonio Williams. Okay, that's all right. But the wide receivers only got 1 target. So that's the case. But also, with Clemson, the turnovers. The turnovers really pissed me off. The fumbles, the interceptions. It just doesn't get any worse than that. And I'm just very, very disappointed in Clemson. By the way, I have 3 teams. I'm still going for Clemson like I did last year, Tech and Notre Dame. Clemson, I'm just not sold on this team. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure how much faith I have in Clemson. I'm just not sure. Because every day it gets embarrassing. And I give credit to Duke. I will give credit to Duke in a second. But all the bad things that Clemson did wrong. 0 for 2 on 4th down efficiency. The penalties. All right, 1 penalty. You had 3 turnovers. Duke had 2. Okay. Cade Klubnik was 209, 27 for 43, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Will Shipley had 114 yards rushing. Your receivers, 7 receptions, Antonio Williams, Brooks Collins, 5 for 550, and Will Shipley, 6 for 29. Tyler Brown, Cole Turner, and Phil Maffa had a combined of 6 receptions. Which means, what is the play calling for Clemson? It looks like from the game they wanted to go to Will Shipley a lot, and it didn't work. You need to give Will Shipley 25 to 30 touches a game. That's how it needs to work. The Clemson defense, awful. Now, Riley Leonard, all this hype around Riley Leonard, see how good he really is. He was efficient tonight. They let that man run for 44 yards. They could not stop the run. Duke had 199 yards rushing. By the way, the Duke defense blocked the field goal of Clemson 2 times. They tipped the second one, blocked the first one. Give credit tonight to Duke's defense and Mike Elko. Mike Elko is one of the smartest defensive minds in all of college football. But it came down to the fumbles. It was a very close game until Clemson started fumbling the ball off simple handoffs. It's not really too much to say because now I've made up my mind. I'm going to decide tomorrow and Inside the Room, a new series with me and Matt Pat are going to break down film. I'm going to break down Colorado versus TCU, Virginia Tech versus Old Dominion, and I decided to break down Clemson versus Duke. I'll be breaking down that film tomorrow, and I'll tell you what mistakes that happened. Totem Pole Nation, this is Lambo and Lambo's World of Sports, presented to you by Sideline Sports Network. The University of Duke does what they do always. Upsets teams. I give them credit. They beat Clemson the old-fashioned way. They whooped them. It's amazing. By the way, Clemson plays Charleston Southern, FAU, and then they play Florida State. Duke plays Lafayette and Northwestern, and then UConn. So, who's going to be the runner-up in the ACC? I'm not sure if Clemson will be the runner-up. I know it's one game. I may be over-exaggerating, but I'm not sure. I think Florida State takes the ACC throne. And I'll be talking about that in my next video. Totem Pole Nations, Leonard with World of Sports. Congratulations to the Duke Blue Devils. We'll be catching you later on.